good morning. How are you? How are the kids? How you doing? We good, we good. Hanging out, doing nothing, just having the usual coffee and, you know, trying to get some thoughts together for today's talk video because I have some things I want to talk about today. And today's talk video, since they're so popular, oh my god, they're like so national news. No, I'm just kidding. I've had a cup of coffee, only one, and if I have another, it's gonna be a long morning, you know? It's gonna be a hyper morning, but it's good. I like hyper. I feel like I get more cross when I'm hyper and passionate about something, you know? Hope you guys are doing good today. It is December 12th. As I make this video, the holidays are coming. They are upon us. And you know what? It's a scary time to be in New York right now, you know? Like, I'm sure everyone's heard about the latest attack in New York, and it's just very sad, especially around this time of year. It's just becoming an everyday thing. You're just like, okay, when's the next attack? And, you know, it's sad. I've got lots of thoughts and opinions that I'm going to keep to myself because just some things are, you don't talk about it. It's a sad time because New York is, like, of course, the greatest city in the world. New York is the greatest place on earth. And they are #1 targeted place, and, you know. But, you know, it doesn't stop people from going to New York. You just do your life. Like, New Yorkers are just like, okay, back to work, back to school. Like, nothing phases them, so. They're strong. New York is strong. New Yorkers are strong. They do it. They just, you know. So, thinking about those affected. I know only 4 were injured, and all the other people that were around but were not injured, I'm sorry you had to go through that. It's just not a good situation, and it's scary because my brother and his girlfriend were there, like, literally, I think, the week before it happened. Yeah, they were there last week for a day. And it's weird because you just never know what's going to happen in the city of anywhere, but the New York City especially. Back in May, I went to New York, and me and my dad went to the city, and the day after we left, a guy in Times Square kind of just drove up on to people, and just, like, I think it was like a hit and run. He tried to run, but they got him, I think. So, like, that was scary. And we were in that area of Times Square, kind of just briefly walking through. But, yeah, it was scary. You just never know what's going to happen. It's sad. It's sad. It's like, when's the next attack? Now, you just think, like, when's the next attack? Like, you cannot prevent an attack. You can have all these security and all the cops that you want, but really, when's, like, honestly, it's so numb now, it feels like. Let's talk about the latest sexual harassment, okay? I feel sexual harassment is now becoming the thing, a trend, okay? All these women are just feeling the courage to say, oh my god, a man touched me, get him fired, and, like, the men get fired, suspended, like, it just seems like that's all I see in the news. All I hear is, like, the next man is getting accused of sexual misconduct or sexual harassment, abuse. He did this, like, touched me, and a week later, more women come out and say, oh, by the way, he touched me. It's just such bullcrap. Like, I wrote a comment because I was watching Wendy last night, and there was the next victim was, accused. And I had wrote a comment that was just very true. Very true. I wrote this comment. A lot of people agreed. Some people were just like, what? My comment said, I think, in my opinion, people are kind of making sexual harassment a trend at this point to take men down. It just seems all of a sudden, all of these women feel the courage to say, oh, by the way, the man touched me many years ago, get him fired. Just seems like it's all I see in the news. Now, of course, if the men did do the horrible things, that's awful. Like, no excuse for that, and I'm so sorry for those that are affected. And those people know the truth. Those actually affected, they know for a fact that they were actually touched and abused, and, you know, all that stuff. But now, what if they really didn't? Okay? What if they just didn't, and they're just fired because someone just said, oh, he touched me, fired. Just because someone wanted to say, oh, by the way, he touched me. That's wrong. There's no empowerment in that. If you're just saying men did this to you, if they really didn't and you know that truth, they know that truth, you know? But hey, if you're lying, karma will come back to you. Again, so sorry for those affected. Like, it's just such bull crap. I don't think every man that's being accused of sexual harassment did it. And some of the men, I feel like they have no choice but to say, oh, I'm sorry for my actions. And people are like, oh, so he admitted it. I don't necessarily think they admit it. They just, you know, like, what else are they going to do? Because even if they deny it, people will be like, oh, no, he did it, like, just because you said it. I don't know. It's a weird subject, but it's such a trend. Like, let's make empowerment a trend. Let's not make this abuse a trend, you know? Like, women, I don't know what kind of empowerment you're trying to get. Maybe you just enjoyed a night on your back, and because he's a celebrity, you would think, let me make a paycheck out of getting him fired because he touched me. Bitch, he was probably all over you. You was probably loving it. He's probably putting some dollar bills in your mouth, girl. Anyways, people agreed with me. They were like, oh, yeah. In a lot of cases, no one was touched. Either they didn't want to go that far, or they didn't think they could get away with it. The latest guy Wendy was talking about, I don't even know him, Mario or something. He said, like, I'm sorry for my actions. I feel like he was just, like, he had to say it because, I don't know. But now, if he did it, he knows he did it and, like, he's wrong. But, you know, what if he didn't do it? You know, you gotta look at both sides. You can't just say, oh, he did it, lied, if you don't know. Do you, the viewer, know that he did it? No. The only people who know it was the woman who could have been, but maybe not, have been assaulted, and the guy who's being accused of assaults. It's like only those two people know if you did it or not, okay? Not the viewers. I don't know. You don't know. These people commenting, you don't know. Wendy don't know. Like, come on now. So this person said he admitted to groping women and apologized. He is guilty by his own words. What is so hard to understand? It would not seem like women are taking pigs down if men would just keep their hands to themselves, or is that too hard? I mean, is it too hard to not shut up? I mean, that's your opinion. But did you see it? I didn't see it, you didn't see it, so maybe he was forced to apologize. I don't know. Maybe his publicist was like, oh, just say sorry. Just, you know, like, you know, the publicist will always be like, you know, say what you gotta say. You know, let's just get past this, you know. Either way, it's a lose-lose situation, so you might as well just say, sorry, I did it. If it was me, I'd be like, no, bitch, I did not do it. You can believe me or not, I know the truth. Somebody else said to me, what's your point? Like, did you not read, first of all, did you not read my thing that I said? What's the point? Bitch, did you read the point? The point's all over it. What's the point? Sexual harassment is a horrible thing. Okay, did I say it was a great thing? I had to quit a job because of it. I had to quit a job because of it years ago, but I still remember how awful it was to this day. I'm sorry, like I had said, sorry you had been affected. Anybody affected by this? But the point is, the point is that people are making it a trend. I don't think not every person is correct. I don't think every person who's saying they've been assaulted is not correct, not accurate. Come correct next time, okay? So then somebody came to my defense, thank you, was like, he made his point. His point was that maybe not all the women, his point was that maybe all of the women aren't telling the truth. And he said for anyone that really suffered, he feels really bad for you. Yeah, I do. Duh. And I agree with him. Thank you. It's horrendous to think that someone had to suffer sexual harassment or sexual assault, and the perpetrators need to be punished for real. On the flip side, I don't believe every single story that is coming out. I don't believe every single Cosby victim either. I agree with that. We'll get to that in a minute. I do believe that he had sexual contact with most, if not all of them, but I think it was consensual, and either the hush money ran out or they thought they saw a bigger payday. I agree. Women can be just as ruthless women can be just as ruthless and conniving as men. Yes. I've seen it happen, unfortunately. She came to my defense, I thank you. But, yeah, like, I made my point, okay? And the thing with Bill Cosby, I think Bill Cosby started the whole trend, I think, of course, it's always been around, and I feel like ever since Bill Cosby, it's just been, like, sexual harassment stories non-stop, okay? And then, all of these women of Bill Cosby, like 50 plus people, were like, oh my god, he touched me in 1996, we were at the IHOP, I don't even know. Bullshit. I don't think all 50 women, like, come on now. And when she said women can be just as conniving as men, that is so true. Some of these women think they're the shit. They think they can just rule the world, like they can, you know. But they think they're so much better than men in a way. Like they think, like, oh, women have had all these issues with slavery, always back in the day. Now it's time for women to stand up. That is true, but when do you, like, know your boundaries? You know, when do you know your empowerment's boundaries, you know? Don't just say, he raped me, he touched me, get him fired. That's not empowerment. That's chicken shit. Anyways. And women also think, side note, side turn to another conversation away from this, that's that. With women also think that men can't hit them back. Let's talk about that, because that came up several occasions. You know, you see videos on Facebook, whatever, of like women tormenting men, and they think, you're not gonna hit me back, you're not supposed to hit me back. Where's the law that says you can't hit a woman back? Bitch, look. Yeah, so the lady was like doing things. First of all, like, put any hands on me. Like, come on now. She was like putting hands, pushing, yelling up bass, spitting, and not expecting a man to hit back. And then when a man do hit back, a man gets like all the shit, like, oh, abuse, da-da-da, oh my god, you hit a woman. Like, girl, where is the law that says you cannot hit a woman? Like, read me the book, section, chapter, like. So yeah, he fought back, he done punched her in the face, dragged, like, you know, he done whipped the bitch up, okay? And I'm just like, thank you. She deserved it. Okay, look, let me tell you something. If a woman ever hit me, I don't care if you're a woman, okay? You're human, okay? You will get hit, okay? And every time I see a fight, especially on, like, reality TV, and this is so awful, like, you see these people fight, and they're, like, not even doing, like, the most, you know? They're just, like, they're yelling, they're fighting, they're getting, pointing at the... And then when they start fighting, they don't do much, but like people are getting, like, you know, the security guards, the bouncers are getting in the way, so you can't really grab them. Bitch, they got long hair. Grab them by the hair, get your hand all knotted up in the hair, and you just start, like, pulling the hair out the scalp, bitch. And make that bitch bleed, okay? A woman puts her hands on you, bitch, you're gonna end her life. Like, don't. That sounds awful, but, you know. If a girl's doing it to you, gives you every single bit of a right to do it to her. Sorry. But some people are so in their, like, old traditional ways, because I guess we're in the 1930s still, you know. Like, oh, you don't hit a woman. No, no, no. No, just walk away, put your hand behind your back. Oh, bitch. Oh, shut the up. Sorry. I feel the hyper coming on. Shut up. What else can we talk about other than the dogs driving me crazy? Shut up. Shut up. Nose is itchy. Do you ever just get those days when your nose is just, like, really itchy? I hate those days. Well, not days, but like moments in your day. Just like once a day, you just get that random, like, just itch all up in the nose. And you're just like, oh, it's annoying. Should we talk Housewives? I love The Real Housewives. My all-time favorite TV show. I will tell you every single city, every single, like, the air dates, the years that came out, all the cast members, their storylines, their house, their life, their family. Like, I know Real Housewives inside and out, okay? So I'll just do quick recaps. Okay, right now, what's on? Atlanta's on, Beverly Hills comes on next Tuesday, New Jersey's on Sunday. I think people need to stop bashing Portia. I think Portia's done enough apologizing. I think she's done all that she can do. Like, what else do you want from her? Like, do you want blood? Like, I don't know what else to do. Candy is a little messy boots at the moment for, like, all she does in her confessionals is talk about Portia. Portia this, Portia that, eye rolls. Like, come on, girl. Like, you're making Portia your storyline. Just saying. I love Candy. I love everybody on the show, but I think this Portia gate needs to stop it, okay? Portia, I think she's apologized. She's done this, that. Like, I know it takes time after you apologize, but don't keep bashing it. Be like, okay, she apologized, but I'm not ready yet, so, you know, but I'm not gonna talk shit about her, you know? I don't see much of Portia talking shit only because they're talking shit, you know? Kenya's so funny. She's getting all of the hate for her man. I do believe she's married, but, and I can see why she's, hiding it, because, you know, but girl, what's to hide? Your life is on a camera. I agree, either you don't show your husband or you're off the show, because your husband's part of your reality, your life reality show. But I guess I understand there can be some things you need to keep private, you know, I understand all that stuff. I mean, I feel bad for Kenya. At the same time, Kenya provokes people. She provokes and then she plays a victim, you know? She's done it in the past. I'm not talking about now, because I don't see her doing much this season. The only thing she's really done besides dealing with the husband crap is fire back at Kim. When Kim started the whole, your husband not real, lie, because then she's talking about the pimping at your daughter, bitch, you know? But other than that, Kenya has started things in the past seasons, you know? And she's all about, like, not fighting the violence. You don't condone violence, yet I can recall several occasions of season 5 reunion when she's telling pregnant Phaedra, like, I'll get with you, you'll be laid out with your teeth across the floor. Those are fighting words, okay? Season 6, when she had that mega horn in Portia's face at the reunion. That's a fighting move right there. Like that's inviting me to like fight your ass and like drag you, which is what Portia did. Season 7 was when Kenya was fighting with Phaedra about Mr. Chocolate, and then like provoking Phaedra. Phaedra got out of her seat with her pocketbook like she's about to whip a bitch. Season 8, when she and Kim Fields were going at it, and you know, Kim Fields, like, she could have, like, look. Season 9, I don't really know. Yeah, I think she was pretty okay in season 9 until the end when she and Kim were fighting some more, but you know, whatever. But then season 10, you know, Kenya's innocent so far, so, you know, I'm rooting for Kenya this season, I am. But she's denying pregnancy rumors. Like, I can't tell you yet. Why can't you tell us yet? Like, does Bravo have that on you? Like, Bravo, like, oh, I can't tell the producer because if I do, it's gonna, like, ruin our whole storyline. Like, they're gonna assume my storyline's about my pregnancy if I'm so pregnant, you know? Like, no contract's gonna keep me from telling you my life. Like, if I'm pregnant, bitch, I'm gonna let you know I'm pregnant. What do you mean? I can't say yet. Either, bitch, you not or you are. So what is you? You know, sorry. Okay, Jersey. It's quite the line drawn this season. I believe it's because of Danielle. Somewhat Margaret. I love Margaret. She's like the woman I want to be. You know, she's like the woman I want to be. Come on now. Everything about her, all her humor, her way of living is fabulous. Danielle is just doing what Danielle does best. Cause the drama between everybody. I feel like she's splitting up Teresa, Melissa, Dolores, and Siggy. Okay? Like, and Margaret's just... They're trying to neutralize situations, but people are like, you know, Siggy and Dolores see it like more Teresa and Melissa. I don't think Margaret is like, Margaret doesn't know what to do. She's the newbie trying to get these situations like under control. Like, you know, she's neutral, I think. But Danielle is just trying to draw the line, making unnecessary comments and rumors. And, you know, I wanted Teresa to rip Kimsey a new one out the Porsche fashion show. Posh, whatever. She threw a chair, though. I'd be like, bitch, these people are so afraid. Her situation is, because I guess she's on parole or whatever. She can't really fight anybody because she's back to jail if she does. Away, as she would say. Bitch, prison. But come on now. If you're just an innocent person on the show, bitch, fight. Fight. When Bravo is trying to be this... Oh, let me tell you something about Bravo, though. I love Bravo. I love the shows. But Bravo is trying too hard to, like, not be violent. Bitch, you're on a reality show. They're gonna fight. Like, you know... You have all these shows, and all of them have drama. You're like, I feel like a lot of the shows are manufacturing dramas, and the way they show previews and commercials, they're showing drama, people yelling. Like, you want the drama. So when the Housewives give you the drama, because they give you the most drama of the whole network, why are you trying to, like, hold them back, you know? So I don't agree with all that. But anyways, that's another thing. Another story, another day to talk about. But yeah, Teresa should have just fought the bitch. Like, you know, you can fight with words, and I'm good with that. But you know what? When it comes to a point where you need to, like, drag a bitch... Who else? And nobody else is on right now. Orange County, I'm so beyond glad that Vicky, Tamara, and Shannon are back together, like, as friends. I just want them to have a fun season 13 if all of them come back. But I'm hearing that Vicky and Tamara might not come back because they need to come back. They are the show, the longest. They're the veterans, okay? Shannon is now a veteran too now, to me, I think. I loved Shannon at first, and then I think her bad marriage in the later seasons really kind of took a turn, and I think it made a lot of viewers look at her differently. Like, who is this girl? Like, she's not the same. She's just a bully, you know? But I think it was all because she had a bad marriage behind closed doors, and I think she's taking things out on other women, besides the whole scandals and situations from the past. But I think the marriage part behind the closed doors did not help Shannon, okay? So now that she's free with everything, like, David's out the door, she's dealing with that custody thing, the whole divorce court stuff. She's friends with Vicky and Tamara. I think she's going to have a good season 13. We're going to see her be more of her true self and whoop it up, you know? To go back to Tahiti. Just the three of them need like a Hawaiian Tahiti vacation, you know? Just have fun, you know? I love Tahiti in season 10 when they were all getting drunk, listening to the ringtone. Vicky was like drunk dancing, like driving a golf cart into the restaurant. That was so funny. That's what I want to see on the show. Because only they can pull that off, like the fun stuff, you know? Real fun stuff. Then I'm hearing Gretchen might come back, and I'm like, oh no, she is not. At first I was like, yes, Gretchen needs to come back and, you know, and just fight, you know. But now, because Vicky is kind of friends with Gretchen, Shannon and Tamara, despise Gretchen, there's never going to be a friendship there because it never was to begin with. You know, Vicky and Tamara had a good from the start. Gretchen never really had anything good from the start with them. So if Gretchen comes back, I think it's going to get in the way of Vicky and Tamara and Shannon. Look, if some of the viewers on this video don't know anything of Housewives, they probably clicked out of the video long by now. But hey, if you've never heard of the Housewives, this sounds like a fun show. You gotta watch it. Yeah, Gretchen get in the way, so I don't need Gretchen coming back, okay? I think Vicky and Tamara hinted that Heather comes back. I think Lydia hinted that Gretchen will come back. I don't know. I think Lydia this season was different. Like, in a way, I was confused. I loved Lydia. She used to be like my all-time favorite housewife on season 8. She was just so nice and innocent girl, sweet. She was a newbie. Coming back like 8, 9, 10, like 4 seasons later, she came back with a plan, with a motive. Like it seemed like I guess she had to like think like she has to catch up. She has to get with it, get with the drama, get with the paychecks that I'm going to be getting. She ends up some drama a little bit, and I think either she came back for her promotions to promote her magazine, her lifestyle brands magazine. I don't know what the magazine's about. I think it's like homes and living and stuff. She confused me with the whole drag queen something in the Bible, and she confused me. And there was a thing, she and Megan were fighting at the reunion, and I agree with something that Megan said in that conversation about the Bible thing. I don't know what it was exactly. Or choose the Bible to live your life. I don't know, something in that effect. Megan's okay. If she comes back, she's pregnant again. I feel like that's her storyline now for the next season if she does come back. I don't know. Megan, either way, she kind of just goes with the winds of the Housewives, okay? She brings nothing to the show. I don't think she does, okay? And I'm saying this all not because I'm just like a first-time, one-time viewer. I watched Housewives from the very beginning. I feel like I have these connections that I can kind of just feel and just sense the Housewives and their attitudes in the show. You know, I can just have that effect. Like Bravo, if you need an executive producer or something like an official Bravo blogger about the Housewives, I got you. I got you. I know every single thing. I got you. I don't feel like Megan's bringing enough to the show. I don't think she and Vicky are fully formed. They never had anything from the start either, so... And she's very flip-floppy in her confessionals. One minute she's like all about Vicky filming the scenes. In her confessional, she's like Vicky, like I don't like Vicky, and then she's making fun of Vicky with her friends. Like it's just she's very flip-flop, going with the winds. Not fabulous, okay? Can you more reference? Peggy was... I liked Peggy, but she was a flop, I think, this season. Like, come on. She was different, you know, she was different. I think she wanted women to feel sorry for her. I didn't know her storyline until the end where she wanted, like, it was a cancer thing, which, you know, I feel like she did it all about the wrong way of making a storyline. Then at the end, she made everybody hate her at the end. Like, I guess you knew you wouldn't get a fight. Like, if you knew this wasn't going to work out, just make the bitches hate you for a good paycheck. And the reunion, she didn't bring much to the reunion. She just started crying, you know. Kelly is good. Kelly is like, we love her. I love her, you know. I love Kelly Dodd. Like, the first season, I loved it just because she was so saying how it is, and she fought everybody in the first season, and like, just all the words, like, dumb, and see, and she used everything you could think of against everybody, and it was so funny. She was like a powerhouse, like, a powerhouse rookie, you know. Second season, she was more calmed down. She divorced her husband. I don't think she needs to be with a man. I think she's so independent, outgoing as herself. She doesn't need anybody to hold her back. And maybe her husband was holding her back. And, you know, her and Shannon are going to whoop it up. I think Kelly, Shannon, Tamara, and Vicky, they're all good together. They're all friends now. I think all 4 of them could whoop it up and have a great season 13. But no, like, I'm afraid because I don't want newbies to come in and, like, rip them apart. Or Gretchen. If Heather comes back, I wouldn't mind. I think Heather and Vicky have some unresolved issues because Heather hasn't been on the show. I don't think Vicky or Heather has reached out to each other since not being on the show, because I don't know if they're thinking, like, this is not going to be on camera, I'm not going to get paid to make up with you. Like, I don't know. I'd be open to Heather coming back on the show, mostly because I'm so mad at her, and I think a lot of viewers are mad at her, because she did not show us her house. I wanted to see her house, her castle, Chateau Dubrow, done, and she left the show, like, the season before it was going to be done. I feel like it was almost done her last season. Like, come on now. And I looked at her as a veteran. She was there for like a good 5 seasons, I think. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. A good 5 seasons. So, I know Kelly and Heather have nothing because they're just like, they don't like each other at all. Shannon and Heather, I don't know. Heather unfollowed everybody on social media, so I don't know if that's making waves, but if it did make any waves. I know like Heather and Tamara met up recently. They're good friends, I think, still. But I think Heather said she unfollowed everybody because not being on the show, and she didn't want to see everybody posting about the show and like things, you know. But you really can't escape that, Heather, especially when you've been a 5-year housewife on the show. Just saying. I could literally talk about Housewives all day, like, and you see how detailed I am. Like, we could talk all day about it. Like, cheers, bitch. So I'd be open to Heather coming back. I always liked Heather. I never not liked Heather. The only thing I did not like was, I mean, season 10, 11, and 12 were dark seasons. I think season 13 needs to be on a lighter note and start a new chapter of storyline. And I think it ended season 12. I think it was perfect to end all the fight, the cancer gate of Vicky. Like, it was good to move on, okay? New husband, like, no more Shannon and Kelly are divorced now. They're, like, Tamara and Vicky are friends. It's good to just end it right there and start fresh. I think 10, 11, and 12 were dark seasons with this whole scandal. It's sad that it even happened, but it's happened. It's moved on. It's done, okay? And I think with Heather, the only part I didn't like about her when she was on the show, I think towards the end of her seasons, she was just along with the bullying, and I didn't like that. So I'm glad, like, that's the only thing. Otherwise, I loved Heather, you know. Beverly Hills comes back Tuesday. I think everybody's coming back. Eileen's not coming back, which I'm kind of sad about. I did like Eileen. I liked her humor. I liked her confessional look. She was very pretty. I think she and Lisa Rinna were like really they were like that. And I think, well, people always said Eileen's up Rinna's ass, Rinna's up Eileen's ass. Neither they don't do anything apart. I think they had a small little issue, like when their first season, season 5, I think, whatever. But, you know, I will miss Eileen. I think she should have come back as a friend or, like, a guest. Like, make some appearances. She's been on the show a few seasons, too. 5, 6, 7, 3 seasons. So that's a chunk, you know. But I'm glad everybody else is back. There's a new girl, of course. Her name is Teddy, which is a cute name. Teddy, like a little teddy bear. But she don't look like she's a teddy bear. She looks very, like, on the season, you know. I think they need to have 7 or 8 housewives. They've had 7 for the longest time. Like, from season 3, 4, 5, 6, no, 3, 4, and 5, there was like 7 housewives. They need like 7, maybe even 8. I feel like Beverly Hills can make it work with 8 housewives. New York City made it work for 8 housewives, which it was a lot, because it was a lot to keep up with, like who's who, who's friends with whose storyline, and maybe that's why maybe they didn't think it worked out. But I feel like with Beverly Hills, there's so many of them, and they're so recurring all the time. You always see Camille coming, you always see Taylor every now and then. Like, they're so recurring, you know, so I think it would be nice to have 8. Camille should have came back full time. She's back as a friend. She should have just came back recurring, because we love Camille. She's so pretty and fabulous, and her husband did her wrong. Kelsey Grammer. But yeah, I'm excited. Beverly Hills, we'll be back. I love Erica. Erica's my favorite. I think she has just become like the fan favorite ever since she's joined. She's just so fabulous, diva, fabulosity, and people hate on her because she has, for one, she has an older husband. They think she's like a gold digger. I think she's made her own money on her own. Being a singer, people are like, oh, she can't sing. She's 45 years old. And they're like, who says you have to be a certain age to be a pop star? And like, whatever. She's fabulous at her age, and you know, and she shows it off. Like, she shows a little skin every now and then, but you know what? Jealousy, people are jealous. And I don't think she needs her husband's money. He's a lawyer. He's got money. Like, you know, he's good. She's got her own money. She's got her singing money. She's done some other things. She's housewife money. Come on. Like, I think Erica was good. She's relatable. I wasn't a fan of how she treated Eileen last season at the end, just for mentioning her son. I know Eileen didn't mean it in a bad way. Erica acknowledged that at the end and apologized at the reunion, all that stuff, and whatever. Yes, that was the only thing I didn't agree with Erica. Like, when Erica doesn't want to talk about something, she don't want to talk about something. But I love Erica. You know, how many fucks did she give? None. 0, 0, 0. None. New York City's coming back, I think, next year. I'm excited. Luann. We're not going to talk about Luann. Like, I honestly feel like that marriage and divorce, 2 things. She just wanted to be married. She didn't care. She just wanted to get married, and then I think it was a storyline attempt, you know? I couldn't get into the new girl, Tinsley, but apparently she really clicks with everybody, so that's good. Bethany, I love everybody. I just love everybody, so I cannot wait. I think they're all going to come back next season, which would be great. Potomac is doing good. I think Potomac's good. I feel like everybody, just all the same people are gonna come back next season. Monique is like, girl, she was the it girl, you know. She perfect match. Dallas, Dallas is Dallas, you know. It could go either way. I like everybody except Cameron. I think she's so too like goody for the show. I don't like. She's like, she's so the Sharpay. But that's not a bad thing, but she's like, oh my god, like, seriously? Like, you know, like, girl. DeAndrea is a great fit for the show. She is like, no bullshit. And she knows how to have fun. She knows how to have fun, but she knows how to crack a whip when she needs to. That's pretty much it. I think I'm going to cut the video here, guys, because, you know, it's a long video. It was fun, but it's a long video. Leave a comment down below on anything you want to, and that be that. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!